staying with the 145-pound division, Anthony Snipes George from Brooklyn MMA versus Matt Caracappa from Dante Rivera BJJ. Matt, this is one that I'm particularly excited for. Matt Caracappa. Fans might recognize that name.
Yes. Brother of Ring of Combat bantamweight champ Phil Caracappa.
Undefeated bantamweight champion, I believe, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And Matt Caracappa, I believe, was undefeated as an amateur, if I'm not mistaken. Here we see Anthony Snipes George. Just goes by Snipes, apparently.
Yes, out of Brooklyn MMA. This should be another fun fight.
I believe we're going to see Matt Caracappa making his way to the cage in just a moment. And I'd have to imagine, Matt, that he's going to be bringing a nice contingent of fans here with him. Dante Rivera there in his corner. And we have Matt Caracappa from Freehold, New Jersey, 23 years old, against Anthony Snipes George from Brooklyn, New York, also 23 years old. Anthony George with a slight height advantage.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout brings us 3 4-minute rounds of mixed martial arts, 145-pound weight limit in the featherweight division. The bout sponsors Buffalo Wild Wings, and controlling the action will be Jasper Oliver. Introducing first from the blue corner, out of Brooklyn MMA, trained by Terry Gold, wearing the green trunks. He weighed at 146 pounds. From Brooklyn, New York, welcome please, Anthony Snipes George. Coming out of the red corner, from Dante Rivera's BJJ, trained by Dante Rivera, wearing the black trunks. He weighed at 145 pounds. From Freehold, New Jersey, welcome please, Matt the Teflon Don Caracappa!
So here we go, once again, both fighters making their pro debut.
Hands up.
Both look ready to go. Both have an intense look on their face and almost ready to explode out of the corner. So let's see if we kick this one off with a bang. Caracappa throws the left hook and drives forward for a takedown immediately. Now an over-under body lock, looking to take out that far leg. But
ends up on bottom, Kyle, not where he wants to be.
No, George kept a good base through the takedown, stayed calm, and was able to stay on top. Sometimes that trip, Matt, is a two-way street.
Yeah, that side lateral drop, if you pull the opponent too far back onto yourself, you could end up on bottom there, and that's what happened right there to Matt Caracappa.
So now we have a half guard situation.
Let's see how he works from bottom, and let's see what Snipes can do from top position here.
Snipes is trying to press him against the cage. Look how he's driving that leg up. That really, he's pretty much killed the half guard here. It's not really a working half guard. And Caracappa is just trying to maintain close distance so that Snipes can't land those strikes. Now he's able to regain the full guard. Good leg work by Caracappa.
Yes, he didn't look too comfortable there in his half guard, so I think he's a little more comfortable here closing up his full guard.
He's got that body triangle, Matt.
Yeah, that kind of shows you that he may not be as comfortable in his guard either. He's just looking to control position and posture until he's able to stand up himself or have the ref stand them up.
Right, hard to work that into a higher guard for submissions, but he's looking to stuff the hand, man. Maybe a triangle he's thinking about.
Yeah, he opened up there for a second.
He has that overhook.
I'd much rather see him place his feet on the hips, create some distance, and look to get his back against the cage, wall walk, and get back to his feet.
Yeah, not a whole lot of strikes.
There he goes, though. Throws the leg over the shoulder.
Yeah, he might actually be able to transition from this position to an armbar maybe now. Snipes is kind of squared up again. An possible triangle on the other side if he can get that leg through.
Yes, he's working for it. Snipes recognizes it, postures out of it.
Oh, and a possible sweep here to take the back. Maybe a guillotine front headlock position now from Caracappa. Snipes staying very tight, very methodical.
Yes.
And he's staying square with the hip, so he's really not allowing Matt Caracappa.
But he has to be careful of that head. He's leaving that head in there, and he frees it.
So now they're in the middle of the cage, which may give a little more opportunity for those submissions. I can't tell if he has that arm cleared, Matt, but he's in a possible triangle position or at least a high guard.
Yeah, so Snipes still has his left forearm in.
Yeah, but he reversed the triangle now, which changes the pressure a little bit. Now landing punches, which I think is a smart move.
Yes.
A lot of options here for Caracappa. I'm not sure if he'll get the choke, but he can certainly start attacking the arms. He can continue to land strikes.
He's got to be careful not to gas his legs out here, as Snipes still has both his arms inside of his triangle.
Dante Rivera screaming from the corner, advice to Matt Caracappa.
Now this is still a possible finish here, but
oh yeah,
he has to adjust a little bit to get to that angle, which he's working on right now, and Snipes able to free his head.
Oh, now he lost it. Might give up position here, and Snipes is landing some strikes. He might have the arm under the chin, man. It's hard to see.
To tell.
Caracappa
gives
turns
up
his
mount.
back to the mat. Right. He had to bail out. Now this is a bad spot. Oh, those are hard punches. Hard punches. But he's able to escape to his feet. Flying knee from Snipes.
Oh, big knee.
And he sticks that tongue out at the camera. He's having fun in there.
He is.
And Caracappa opens up with the punches, and Snipes drives in with the takedown. Leaves his head a little bit exposed. Is that choke in? There's 14 seconds left. Will
Head on
Caracappa
guillotine,
finish
Kyle.
it?
Looks tight. Snipes looks to be comfortable, though.
I think
Short
we're
time.
going to see the end of the round. But what a finish to round one. There's the bell.
I tell you, Kyle, these debuters, huh?
Unbelievable.
They're bringing it tonight.
Snipes George looks like he feels good about how he did in round one.
It shows you what the energy from the Ring of Combat cage brings to these fighters.
I want to see a replay, Matt, but I don't know what I want to see a replay of. There are too many highlights in that first round. Here's that attempted submission by Caracappa, and now as he looks to escape, he gives up the mount, which allows Snipes to land
some heavy ground and pound
punches.
transition here.
You can see by how Matt was covering up there, and as he gets to the feet, here's that flying knee. Boom.
Boom. Beautiful. Great angle there in the replay. But Caracappa didn't seem to be that fazed by it.
No, and they both look fresh to start out round two, so I'm hoping they pick up right where they left off. Here we go. Caracappa taking the center, pressing Anthony Snipes George towards the back. Snipes flicks out, a high kick. Oh, he clipped him! It looks like he hit him pretty hard there, Matt.
He did.
Can't tell.
But he continued in for the takedown there.
Right.
He might be a little rocked there. He looks like he's working, though.
He's got a nice body lock,
Yeah.
and he can consolidate that takedown. He's got it. He's got
Nice takedown.
Yes.
Very nice. He needed that right there.
And that was really just a body lock and some twisting pressure.
I think this is where he wanted to be from round one when he was going for that initial takedown. So let's see what he can do on top now.
He did appear to have a nice submission game from the bottom. Now Snipes giving up his back. He's controlling that arm, which prevents the strikes for the time being, but he sacrifices some position in the process.
If he's anything like his brother Phil, he has some good ground and pound from these positions, so look for some heavy shots. Here we go.
Oh, there, he's returning some ground and pound of his own. He ate some in the first round, and now he's dishing it out in the second. Oh, and a hard right hand. He was able to posture up there, Matt, which really allowed him to create the distance to land that one. Now a full guard, maybe a little bit harder for Caracappa to create that distance for the strikes, but let's see what he's got from this position, and let's see what Anthony George has from his guard. Is he going to go for submissions? Is he going to just try and stall it out? Is he going to try and create space and stand up?
Caracappa seems content driving his head into the fence.
Dante Rivera is shouting to Caracappa that He's tired. He's tired. I'm not sure I see that right now, Matt, but maybe he sees something that we don't. Matt is certainly in the position he wants to be, landing some hard strikes.
It looks like Snipes might be wilting a bit there.
Yeah, well, Caracappa just threw those legs by and achieved side control pretty
Driving
easily.
that knee across to mount.
Yep. We're not quite able to get it, but he's still...
He shoots the guillotine again,
Yeah,
head and arm.
That knee in the middle is making it hard to
Yes.
get that pressure, and he really just gave up mount in the process.
Dropping back for that guillotine is always risky.
And no hook secured
Back to
by
the feet,
Snipes.
heavy hands.
Yep. And now, over-under body lock by both men. Again, Caracappa going for that outside trip. Was not successful in the first round, but was able to get a takedown off the body lock in the second. So let's see what he can do here with his opponent against the fence. He drives a couple of hard knees to the gut.
These young men are both trying to impose their will upon each other. Very, very even matchup. Referee addressing some cage holding there by Caracappa.
The ref breaking that one up. I think it was for the cage grabs.
Wow.
By Caracappa.
Just as Snipes is trying to lock up.
A hard, two hard kicks. Whoa, took his legs out for right underneath him.
Straight
and
to
he achieves
mount.
a full mount. Matt, I don't know if he hurt his leg on that one.
Hard to tell, but something seems a bit wrong. Snipes almost loses position.
But now he's
Full
got the
back
back
control.
Yeah. Both hooks in.
Oh,
He
I
might
think
be under the
he's
chin.
underneath the chin.
Hard to see. Can he
He
get
doesn't
the
have his
tap?
second hand though free.
No. And he could be burning out a lot of energy in his arms.
That's pretty deep though. He has to get that other hand free and he could have a full choke.
Not much time left, Matt. He's
Yes.
only got to survive about 5 more seconds.
Caracappa looks to be in pain here.
Well, that's an air choke. It's really
Trachea
across the
crush.
Right, the windpipe.
Yes.
So that is painful. Now look at Snipes
Oh,
George.
not a
Took
good sign there.
A lot of energy.
I think he thought he had the finish there. He may not have been aware of how short the time was.
He may have stolen that round though. Hard to tell. But we'll see if he burned out all his energy trying to go for that finish, or if he's able to continue with this round. I want to see a replay of those kicks. Okay, we're going to see the ground and pound from the mount and the attempt at the rear naked choke. Did not have its hooks at first, but was eventually able to secure it when he turned Caracappa to his side.
And he had that forearm deep under the neck right away. Good job by Caracappa, hand fighting and preventing the full rear naked choke from being locked up.
It was his only choice. So here we go for a decisive round 3 in another evenly matched battle in 2 pro debuts.
Oh!
Snipes again clips him, that time with the left. And Caracappa drives in for a huge double leg takedown off the fence.
Good job addressing the guillotine, working his way to the far side.
Now it looks like maybe he's working a guillotine from half guard, Matt.
Yes,
Trying to
from
set up
top
an
position.
Arm and guillotine.
Rolls over, not able to lock it up.
He can still get it though if he can adjust.
I think he may have been able to grip his hand. Let's see. No.
No, he lost it. Always risky, as you said, Matt. A good fighter will have a lot of experience defending that particular choke.
Yes, if that's not your go-to submission, it could be very hard to finish inside the cage.
Now Snipes George trying to land some ground and pound from the top. And Caracappa doing everything he can to vacuum seal the distance between the 2 fighters so that he doesn't take too much damage. Now he's got an overhook.
I'd really like to see Caracappa put that right foot on the hip and start to create some distance.
Yeah, it looks like he's maybe thinking about a triangle, Matt. That seems to be his go-to.
Yes.
Now it looks like George might be looking for a choke, but that's putting his head in danger, as you can see. Now, I'm not sure that Caracappa has the angle or the leverage for the finish quite yet, but if he can adjust himself and get that wrist under the chin and lock his hands together, he might be able to do it.
What's that? Okay.
Now Snipes landing some heavy ground and pound in the corner. Caracappa's taking some shots. Starting to cover up. Snipes bringing the pressure. Caracappa looks composed, but he's taking a lot of shots. Snipes continuing to land those shots, and it looks like Matt Caracappa might make it to his feet.
Snipes trying to get that hook in, take the back standing.
He kind of has it in standing, and he could convert this to a takedown, but it's hard now because his back's against the cage. There, a possible choke. He's under the chin.
Good job by Caracappa addressing that right away. You have to be careful with that.
That's right. He turned.
You don't need the hooks to finish someone with that choke.
Right. He turned in exactly when he needed to. He turned in the right way, and now he has 2 underhooks.
I gotta say, Kyle, I think the next takedown could win this fight.
Well, there it is, Matt. Let's see if he
does with it.
Oh, some hard punches landed by Matt Caracappa, and he's teeing off. Both fighters are exchanging.
What a war for these young men. And what great matchmaking. What an even fight.
Welcome to the pros, gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
Oh, and a hard inside uppercut. Beautiful.
Both men are spent. They're leaving it all in the ring of combat cage.
And it seems that the second one lands a strike, the other is able to answer.
Good chins on both men, too.
Yeah, they've both taken some hard shots on the feet and on the ground. Now Caracappa driving those knees. Again, hunting for the guillotine, but it's going to be hard, again, because of how hard Snipes is driving his shoulder in. Now, this is a good position, Matt, but I don't know if there's enough time.
That is tight, though, Kyle. That is tight.
That's it. The fight's over. Matt, I'd hate to be a judge for this one.
Yes, what an even matchup. Both men were in dominant positions, terrible positions. What a fun fight.
Snipes George seems to be pretty confident that he won this one. Caracappa fought a tough fight as well.
20 minutes till live. Are we going to make the call to go or not? And the other thing is, then if this one goes decision and we're right at 10, do we skip the anthem? That's
no problem with that one.
fear is, I know we can get through.
There's
it.
that guillotine choke at the very end.
Like a low blow happens and it takes 5 minutes.
Looks tight.
You know, we're like stuck.
You see Snipes trying to shake off Caracappa, but no success as time runs out. Hard to tell whether he would have been able to get the submission, but he certainly went for it and finished it with a strong attempt at a submission. We're going to get the judges to tally up the official scores, and we're going to go inside the cage to get the decision. And there's a little bit of tension in the atmosphere as we wait to hear who is victorious in their pro debut.
Come on, if we can add these up in like 5 seconds.
Come on, Matty!
All right, here we go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, a hard-fought contest. Let's hear it for them. Anthony Snipes George, Matt Caracappa. Here we go. After 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Di Pasquale scored the fight 30-27. Blue corner, Snipes. Judge Colon scored the fight 29-28. Red corner, Caracappa. Judge Sanadad scored the fight 29-28 for a winner by split decision. He came out of the blue corner, Anthony Snipes George. George out that winner.
Perfect. And then we'll just do
Anthony Snipes George out of Brooklyn MMA, trained by Terry Gold. Our bout winner,
split decision for Snipes George, who seems to know exactly where every camera is looking at him.
I was going to say, Kyle, this guy
It's a sixth
knows
sense.
how to find his shot.
And he knows how to make his mark, too, with an impressive debut over a highly touted amateur fighter. He defeats Matt Caracappa by split decision here at Ring of Combat 68.